Welcome back, guys. We took a little hiatus. Well, first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving Eve, right? I want to say I watched something today. It was on TikTok about Thanksgiving. It was Nick Cannon, and he was talking about the real definition of Thanksgiving. You know, like the things that we was taught in school just ain't the truth. You know, and I'd actually reposted it, and I was like, why don't they talk about this more? Why don't we talk about this more as Black people? What you think? I feel like we should be talking about the real reason that Thanksgiving is being celebrated. Although I think now people really use it as just family time.
What's the real reason?
Well, like the massacre of all the Indians and the robbery of the land and how it really wasn't like, you know, peaches and cream, like how the books will tell you, like, oh, the pilgrims sat around and they had corn and they had some potatoes and everybody was in peace and harmony. That ain't real life though. Like that's not at all what actually went down. But I thought that it was great to see like someone like Nick Cannon with his level of, you know, celebrity or whatever really shining a light on that, because I feel like that needs to be talked about. But we'll save that for another episode. But happy Thanksgiving, y'all. A Thanksgiving Eve. Celebratoriness for family and friends and food. Who cooking? Because I need some food. I'm just saying.
So you said all of that, but then you still celebrating it by saying happy Thanksgiving to people?
Well, for me, like I said, I celebrate it as time with family, not the stuff that actually went down. That's what I think it has morphed into from a cultural standpoint. That it's time to rejoice and be thankful for the things that you do have and you've acquired, or just being rich in love.
No, but you're still celebrating it. You're still celebrating it. No matter
I'm celebrating my version of what I believe
on
it
Thanksgiving.
To be. Yes, I want to eat.
So like you still partaking in it? You just changing
I'm changing what it means to me. Like now that I've been educated, like no, I just don't want to throw it away because I like to eat. And I like to rejoice with family. So I'm not celebrating the massacre. I'm not celebrating like...
I don't think nobody's celebrating the massacre. Everybody's celebrating how you was. But I'm pretty sure the Indians don't look at it like that. That's like just saying nigga. We say it's bad, but then we be like, oh, it's okay for Black people to say it.
Well,
it's
because there's
wrong.
Nigger and then there's nigga. Like, I feel like there's a different connotation between the both of those.
Well, I don't think older Black people care about you changing the
They
ending.
do though, like and ah, like come on now.
So you telling me your grandmother would know your grandmother's okay with you saying nigga instead of nigger?
I don't know. I never asked her. But
well, you still celebrate Thanksgiving. If you want to rejoice, do you rejoice with your family any other time?
I do actually, but it's just a day that we all make sure that we come together in some way, shape, or form. Like for instance, tomorrow we're going to rejoice with family that we haven't necessarily always rejoiced with and break bread with and celebrate the family aspect of it. Not the stuff that was pushed on us as kids. Like I'm not celebrating that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like things do evolve, and that's one that I'll say that I think Thanksgiving has.
It's the same thing. I don't think nobody, especially Black, sat down and ever said, oh, this is for the Indians and Pilgrims. We always celebrated how we do it. But I'm just saying, celebrating it, period, after you open it up in that type of statement, is just a little
I don't know if I think it's wrong, but I just think that, you know, it's
So what about
Christmas? The real reason behind Christmas,
but do you celebrate it?
Do I celebrate gift giving and celebrate again a celebration of the loved ones?
Yo, but it's the same thing, man. You just trying to define it in a different way, but you're celebrating.
I'm celebrating what I.
Do you think any Indians are celebrating tomorrow?
No, but shockingly enough, their holiday is on Friday. There is a thing on the calendar that I saw that says Native American Heritage Day.
Do you think they celebrate? And who calendar is that?
Well, I'm just telling you, Google News, Google Calendar. I actually brought it up to a friend of mine because I didn't even know that day existed. But my friend was like, what this college that she went to definitely was near Native American land. She went to Eastern, so it's near Willimantic and all that stuff. So they did have that as a celebratory day for Native Americans. But I had no idea that even existed for them at all, you know? So, and again, I don't know who wrote the calendar or whatever the case is, but I do think it's a step in the right direction of reparations.
So why you don't celebrate rejoicing with your family July 6th?
I celebrate Juneteenth. I'm just saying, like, there's certain
These
things.
is all holiday, but once again, yo, these is all holidays based off how you opened up today, this episode. You're celebrating these holidays or these things, defining your own way on man-made days, though. You celebrate Juneteenth.
But I celebrate my family every day. You
So
know
do
what I'm
y'all
saying?
do
But
y'all
we
get
don't
together?
always cook like this every single day. I'll say that.
When is the only time y'all cook like this?
Well,
Thanksgiving.
and that's how it then morphed into it just being about rejoicing with your loved ones. And having a designated day doesn't always make it bad that you're celebrating on that.
I think it's bullshit.
Day.
Thanksgiving is bullshit. Half the people that's going to get together tomorrow don't even deal with each other all year.
Well, that I do agree with,
so,
too.
like, it's all it is a bunch of fake hugs and love.
But I also seen a TikTok, too, before we get into the episode. I also seen a TikTok where the lady was like, it's okay. I'm going to say this for y'all. It is okay to not want to be around the fake people in your family. It is okay to not have to feel like you're forced to go or whatever the case is because that's what the family says. It's okay to not even have traditional Thanksgiving food. You could do it the way that you want to do it. Whatever works for you is what I think people should do. So if y'all ain't having turkey out there, it is okay. Because I don't even like turkey like that. But that's what I just wanted to say. Like, I felt like it was good to have things like that being talked about in our community because there's been a lot of things that I've discovered along the way that have not been always 100% truthful.
Yo, so what if white people started celebrating like the day, a slavery day?
Hey, whatever. They should.
No offense to the white people.
But no, y'all ancestors did all of that, so you might as well rejoice.
Would you still be cool with people? Would you, if you have white friends and they celebrated, Happy Slave Day? How would you feel about that?
We ain't gonna call it Slave Day, but if you
that's what we say about tomorrow, Thanksgiving. That's what they slaughtered them and said, thanks for giving us all this knowledge that you possess. Now we're gonna kill you all off.
They robbed them, but that's a lot of that. That's what I'm saying. But your question is, what if it was
called instead of Slave Day, National Helper Day, National Sharecropper Day? How would you feel about that?
You can't taint people for that's part of their history. They did it.
So how would you feel about it?
I can't be mad about that though. If that's what they want to celebrate, and some of them probably do. The ones who really have a lot of hatred in their hearts.
But yeah, you get mad about Trump supporters though. So how you gonna?
But not like that. I get mad. Not even so much I get mad. I just try to understand the thought process because for me, if I don't ask questions, how would one ever know? So I would like to understand what that individual has said to make you believe. Because for me, it's hard for me to differentiate. You don't have his same rhetoric, but you believe what you know what I'm saying. Like for me, it just goes together.
Like that's what that's what they like Indians gonna say about us,
And they probably do. I know they probably.
I'm against Thanksgiving. I'm against Christmas. I'm against all of it, man. You know what I mean? If you like tomorrow Thanksgiving, some people will be good, happy to see, but other people, man, I don't care about seeing them. So now I gotta go over here, fake it to make it, and all this other shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. That's what it doesn't. You can reinvent things.
And then we all eating slave food. Take these all the scraps of that from slavery times that they gave us.
That's my point about you can recreate it to be what it is that you want it to be. You don't have to have.
But everywhere you go, they're gonna have all.
Well, because that's what black people eat. Like that's just what we were accustomed to. Like, you didn't have much. But let's not keep it stacked though, because you're gonna be eating the collard greens and you're gonna be eating all of that tomorrow.
But what I'm saying is, this is why we're never gonna come up, man. Because we still practicing indoctrinating
behaviors though,
and expect the oppressor to free us. We didn't even free ourselves because we willingly celebrating these holidays of people that massacred multiple cultures, and here we are spending, and food costs so much, and here we are spending all this money to break bread with people we don't even talk to on a daily basis.
But then what if you do talk to them on a daily basis? Does it make it wrong that you want to have?
I'm saying for me, I barely talk to anybody I'm gonna see tomorrow.
Well, I talk to the people, like, in my family, like, my family isn't big, so I talk to my family all the time. But at the same token, though, like, that's what I was saying about being able to reinvent it to whatever it is that you have accustomed it to be. Like, you don't have to follow the same things that happened years upon generations. Like, you don't. But what is I don't see the wrong in having a day designated to celebrate family and coming together and rejoicement.
Yo, the reason why I say that, because these days, once again, no offense to anybody who has white, these are days that white people came up with for us to celebrate. Valentine's Day, a designated day for people to say I love you.
Well, they're man-made because it's commercial. I'm not gonna say that now. Now, it's all tied to money. Like, it all is.
Yeah, so how can we ever fight oppression when we allow ourselves, even people that's conscious, still following behind these things? Yeah. See, like, for instance, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
No.
But we get each other things throughout the year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So I feel like you have the right to pick and choose what it is that you want to embrace and things that you don't. And I feel like everybody should have that choice to do how you feel to do. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you don't want to celebrate those things, then you shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's only two things I know for certain, man. It's a New Year's and a birthday, because those aren't man-made. You know what I mean? Those things that actually happen, they're not things that was created and then down the line through history we changed the versions of it. You know what I mean? That's why.
Did we change it or did we get more knowledge? Because I feel like we didn't have. I feel like if we would have known back then what this really meant and had access to the knowledge to know what some of these holidays meant, maybe we wouldn't have celebrated.
All right. So, but right now we know. So, what's the change? How are you willing to change things so your son don't grow up doing this?
Telling him the truth behind what these holidays mean.
But are you still you?
And then he can decide what it is that he wants to do. So it's not right for me to push my thoughts on him either. He should be able to make his own decision with the knowledge that I provide or you provide, to whether or not he wants to partake in those things. It shouldn't be because we're telling him.
But we are though. We are by going to Thanksgivings. He should be.
But he don't know because the school has told him something totally different. So it's up to us as his parents to then enlighten him to the facts, so that he's able to make educated decisions on what he wants to do with his life.
No, I agree.
I don't think that we should be pushing anything either way. We can give the facts. You decide how you want to proceed. Because it doesn't make it right on either side, is my thought. But since we got start off a little, I like this, little conversazione. But thank you guys for tapping in and tuning in and sharing and reposting. But more importantly, thank y'all for the orders. So we definitely, between living our best lives a little bit, we gotta get away. But these orders definitely kept us busy. So this is why the video, we had to take a little break from doing the podcast. But we're back. We have, this is episode 9. So we have 3 more episodes in season 2 for you guys. So stay tuned. More merch is being added. Actually, not even merch. Clothes for the girlies. The girlies, tap in. The ish that I have for you ladies. Okay. I'm going to need you guys to be ready for this drop, because I think we're going to sell out. What you think?
No, that's some shit.
I think we're going to sell out, because the stuff that I have for y'all can be rocked with sneakers for my girlies who want to be casual but cute, but also for my girlies who want to throw on them heels and be a baddie outside, baby. So stay tuned for that. Definitely. But let's get into tonight's drink. Something that I haven't done in a while, and
what should they look forward to? So that way, they can crack the internet.
Definitely. I'm gonna try to have everything on my photos and everything edited for y'all by the end of the weekend, so that we could drop for next week. I want y'all to be able to have a little bit of Cyber Monday fun with it, but we'll see what happens. I gotta make sure that, everything is everything before we, drop it for you guys. But stay tuned, ladies. And for my men, stay tuned for y'all girls, because y'all might want to cop them something for Christmas. Just saying. But tonight, we doing a Cosmo. I'm doing a strawberry Cosmo. Little bit of strawberry simple syrup. So what's going on, Mr. Catch a Vibe?
Alright, man, cool, man.
Okay. A little quiet. I'm shocked. The people don't notice this side of Mr. Catch a Vibe.
I get like this around holidays because they bullshit.
I am done.
The holidays is for real, man.
Leave the people alone. People like to celebrate holidays. It's a time to like rejoice and have some familyness. We all have rough lives. We all got a lot of shit going on. So why not spend it with family and have some good food and some good rejoicement? It don't even have to be about all the other shit. Okay,
I feel you. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's a bunch of phoniness about to go down in the world.
Well, don't let yourself be part of the phoniness.
I am by partaking in it.
Stop it.
You know what I mean? Yo, but what's going on? What we talking about today, though?
I don't know. You the man with the plan.
You know what would be fitting? Red flags. What's a red flag?
Oh.
What if you don't celebrate holidays, but
your significant other that does?
Yeah.
Is that a red flag for you? It's a deal breaker?
If I didn't know what I know now.
Oh, you wouldn't have been with me?
Like, screw these holidays.
But is it a deal breaker, though?
I don't know. I don't celebrate it. You the one celebrating, so is it a deal breaker for you?
No, because I'm going to keep celebrating that.
Where?
Right here in the house with you. And you don't have to partake. Because I'm just saying, so what are your red flags, though? Let's recap from the other episode that we talked about red flags.
All right, let's go.
What were your top 3 red flags? Enlighten the people.
I don't know. They changed.
I
don't remember, man. that was a long time ago.
What you mean? But they should be your red flags.
Man, I don't remember, though.
Well, mine were people that could not communicate well, instability, and I think I might have said whack ass sex, but I think it was more so joking in that. But communication, instability, and insecurity. I think those are red flags for me because I think I'm the opposite of all of those things. Like, I'm working on my communication, you know.
Cheers to that.
Shut up, okay? I'm working on my communication. I like to think that I provide stability, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that I don't really, I mean, we all have insecurities, but my insecurities don't overshadow.
Yeah, don't put me in that boat.
And the greatness that's me.
Don't put me in that boat.
So, I mean, what's your 3 red flags?
I don't know. I don't remember what I said.
So think about them right now then. What would you say on the spot? Somebody was like, you know what? Mr. Catch a Vibe. What are your 3 red flags that you outwardly push?
Lack of drive.
So this is for people that you look for. Like if they don't have it, not something that you possess, right?
Other
so this
people?
is like, yeah, the 3 red flags.
My red flags when it comes to other people.
Yes.
My 3 red flags is bums.
Oh shit.
And not the ones panhandling.
Not bums.
You know what I mean?
What in the?
And women or dudes or like just
general.
It doesn't matter.
And I mean, if you want to be more specific, we can do that too.
Well, in general, man, red flags for me, man, is someone who I can't gain nothing from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not saying I'm trying to use people, but I feel like, you know what I mean? If you're talking to somebody that don't know nothing,
what are you gonna gain from that?
Yeah, what am I gain from that? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can
so knowledge, someone who can actually
somebody that could offer, you know, some form of knowledge and wisdom, and you know, I gain my own understanding from it. I don't know, man. Like, you know, bad character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. I don't really deal with people, so you know.
Okay, so somebody so they don't have knowledge, right? So basically, they can't really inspire you. So if they're not able to inspire you or bring something like that to the table, that's a red flag for you.
Yeah, I'm saying like if I don't gravitate towards somebody instantly, I don't even have multiple red flags. Because I feel like I need to see myself in you to even, you know what I mean, talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't see myself in you, that's the only flag I need right there.
Okay, so what about your red flags? What do you think that you put out in the atmosphere that would make a female be like, I don't know if I'm gonna say with this nigga because this is a lot.
I'm a Leo.
Well,
So
enough said. You're right.
I don't need nothing else to say, man.
But no, I think my red flags are though.
I don't even say nothing else.
But I think my own personal things that I project out there that might be a deterrent is my passion that could sometimes be misunderstood as being aggressive. The way that I speak sometimes too, like I'm very direct. Because I also feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I don't really tell you like how I really feel. Like, how are you really gonna know like what to change or how to change or what I can and can't deal with if I'm not honest with you? So I feel like that could be something that could be misunderstood.
No, that's true.
I think my drive sometimes too. Like, I feel like a man who's not at the same like level in terms of drive could be intimidated by that.
I agree. No, I definitely agree with that. I can see that.
And it makes it like weird. Well, why are men like that? I'm gonna ask you because I'm gonna ask you and the men out there. Why are men intimidated by strong women?
I don't know men that are intimidated by strong women. There are boys that may be intimidated by strong women, but a man appreciates a strong woman because he know when he falls short, she's strong enough to carry the load until he able to get himself up.
Okay, because I mean, then you're right. Then it is boys because I'd be like, what is wrong with having a strong woman who knows what she wants, knows what she's about, and has a plan to get there? I feel like I've seen that, and even like when we did the past episode with with the young ladies on there, like that was something too that was said about one of them, like just being very passionate and aggressive. But it's like, why y'all see it like that? Why you don't see it as like she's just about her business and she know what she do and don't want? She has standards. Why is that misunderstood and then viewed as a red flag?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I appreciate women like that, so I don't.
So y'all men out there, I want to know.
So I don't know, man.
I want to know why y'all so intimidated by that. Like, what makes you not want a woman that can stand on her own 2 feet and that necessarily doesn't need but wants you? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like.
First, I think women need men and men need women.
Well, need is a strong word. What's the need though?
Yo, because in order to grow, man, you need positive and negative, yo. A man only gonna make it but so far. A woman only gonna make it but so far.
Well, what about women that are like CEOs of companies and like?
And are they happy though?
But who says that they're not though? Like, why? I guess I don't understand the need.
Name one person you know who is happy by themselves though. You need to make yourself happy to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you rather be on top and alone? Or I'd rather be right where I'm at with you instead of being on top and alone.
But there's men that are like that though. Like, take Diddy for instance, right? Like, Diddy
look where he at. Look where he at.
Because that's a lot.
There's nothing happy about that nigga, man.
Well, now because of what's now caught up to him.
Yeah, but if you look at how people live, man, that's not happiness, man. Look how he now that with social media and all the stuff that coming out, look how he was. Well, when was he ever happy? Look at all the stories about people witnessing him acting crazy over Cassie.
But I guess my point was that he said out of his own mouth that he never wants to have monogamy. He's okay living his life.
Yeah, he say that, but look how he acted with Cassie though.
I mean,
he hanging people over balconies, all this wild stuff.
But was that a form of control though? That I think was a form of control, and he preyed on her insecurities. Like he tapped into a young girl and then really maneuvered at his 37 years of age when he got with her and used that against somebody whose mind wasn't even ready for what he was at.
But if you saying that ain't what you want, why can't nobody talk to her? Why can't nobody unless you there?
Because he was a control freak. But I guess I was using him as an example, but like there are men of power that have multiple women and don't want to necessarily settle down. So I guess to your point about nobody wants to be alone.
You have bums out here that got multiple chicks, but everybody got that one person who's their comfort. Even if they don't put a title on it, everybody has that one person who they know that they could be themselves with.
True. Whether it's a friend or somebody like that.
So even these women in high places, they have that one person, you know what I mean, that they know like I could just relax. It's not about the world when I'm with this person. They get me. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I can agree with that.
You gotta have that, man.
But does that necessarily make it a need though?
Because
for me, a need and a necessity are like food, water, shelter. Like I need to have those to survive. But you don't need a man or you don't need a woman. That's why my mind always goes to you want to have companionship.
Do you believe in God?
You want to have.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
So then if you believe in God, it says that in the Bible. I know God, dude, but it says that throughout the Bible there always was two. There was Adam and Eve, two different sets of animals on the ark. You know what I mean? Then you have Cain and Abel, will represent positive and negative. In order for anything to exist here, you have to have positive and negative. And in order for you to know happiness and achievement, you need to be around the opposite. How can you ever reach fulfillment alone?
Well, then you have like asexuality. You have those types of things where you're by yourself and people are okay. Like I just don't know that I would agree that it's a need. I feel like self-fulfillment, you can make yourself happy. You can find things that you enjoy.
Those
you can have
band-aids.
friends, but you're saying you don't have to have a relationship. You can have companionship without having to be in a relationship. So that's what I say about you don't necessarily need a relationship to be happy.
Relationship is just a title, man. But companionship is the same thing as a relationship. You need that. You know
I think you want it and you desire it, but I don't know that I agree with the need aspect.
I don't know. I think you need it, man.
I don't. I just feel like, and what do y'all think? Do y'all think that y'all need to have that or need a significant other or a companion?
That's why the world fuck. That's why dudes treat chicks the way they treat them now. Because chicks be, I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
so now, since that's the propaganda that women are putting out here, so this is why niggas be like doing them dirty. Yo, you don't need me. Don't get mad I do you dirty.
But
yo, you on social
okay,
media. You're on social media like, I don't need no nigga for nothing. I get my own bag. So don't expect me to be some stand-up man to you when you're just okay.
But what does my bag have to do with your character?
No, what I'm saying is,
treat me the right way.
If you're getting to your own money and all this, which is great, and then you on social media like, yo, life is good. I don't need no nigga for nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So by you putting that out there, that's how niggas gonna approach you. We're gonna try to treat you like you nothing. Because that's what you putting out there. Like, I don't need no nigga for nothing.
But how is that making myself appeal that that I deserve nothing? Like, I don't deserve respect because I want to be a woman that's standing on her own 2 feet and I don't need this man to take care of me? Because that's not right. So you're justifying a man disrespecting a woman who is on her shit and in her bag?
No, what I'm saying is women that be like, yo, I don't need no dudes for nothing, whatever the case is.
Okay.
And then when they meet dudes and they be like, yo, he's doing too much or whatever the case is, it's like, yo, how you getting mad? You just said you sold yourself to me. You said you don't need me for nothing. So for me, I'm just trying to fucking keep it moving. Why is you looking for other things?
But why take it in that capacity where it justifies you being able to cheat on me because I said I don't need you from a financial standpoint. I don't need you to take care of me.
Like, yo, I don't need no nigga for nothing. So when you say you don't need me for nothing, I'm not just saying because you getting money. I'm saying if you say, yo, I don't need a man for nothing, that's emotional, that's physical, spiritual, financial. So all I'm coming in to do then, I'm just gonna smash and keep it moving.
But that's what I'm saying though. So I'm saying that I don't need you. Doesn't mean that I don't want to have those things from you. My thing is, why do we have to say, like, why does it have to be a necessity? And why is it justifiable that since I said I don't need you to take care of me, I don't need you to do all these things, that justifies you to be able to treat me like shit?
Yo, if you look on social media, right, all you hear is women saying that. Do you ever hear men on there saying that? Like, compared to women, do you ever hear men like, I don't need no women, I don't need no women, you don't hear that. But what do you do here is females constantly saying it.
Well, you know why though? Because females have, and we go back to the oppressed, females have been oppressed and females have been, a lot of the time, we don't make the same amount of money as men doing the same job. We're just...
Whoa, here we go. You know how I feel about this. I hate when chicks be like, we want to get treated as men. So, take out the garbage, yo.
But it's real shit,
I don't take out garbage.
But it's real shit, though.
So when you say it as the same, you can't make it a general statement here. Make it,
I said I'm using the financial aspect because I feel like that has been what men have used as a weapon against women for years. So when a woman generally says I don't need a man, she's generally talking about the materialistic or the financial aspect. I can take care of myself. Mm-hmm. Now that's where I'm getting like, well, what's the need then? Because yes, I got my own money. I'm happy emotionally. Because what does happen is that women who are at a great stature in their careers or whatever the case is, they out here and they want and they think that they need these men, and then they get treated like shit, as what you just said. And that ain't okay either. So,
yo, man, if you out here promoting, yo, I don't need a nigga. If you're saying it in this way, I don't need a nigga for shit. Fuck that.
That means you can treat them like shit.
That's what you're gonna, yo, you get what you put out there, man. Now, if you have a lady on there saying, you know, this in the current state that I'm in, I'm financially stable. I'm happy, but emotionally, I am looking for someone that can compliment me. Yo, that's different. You're gonna approach her differently versus the chick that's on or some type of outlet saying, I don't need a nigga for shit. I get my own bag, bitch. We out here. The fuck? You're gonna get treated.
What is wrong with saying that though?
Well, I don't know. For me, first of all, that type of chick ain't even attractive.
But I'm just saying, I talk like that sometimes when I'm with my friends. So it's like, at the same token though, it's just saying the same thing, but it sounds like it eases the man's ego to say, well, I got my own bag, but I do need you for an emotional connection.
Nah, man. What I'm saying is, I don't know, man. I just think men need women. Women need men.
Do you think that men need women more than women need men?
Oh, I don't know, man. Everybody different, man. You know what I'm saying?
But if we're just speaking just general, like
I don't know.
But you kind of said it though, because you said you don't hear men ever saying, I don't need a woman.
As much as females are saying it.
So that kind of answers my question then, that if that's the case, then maybe that is the situation. That
females is probably, they more emotional and expressing things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can have 5 niggas in here. You might have 3 that be like, man, I need a chick in my life. Like me, yo, I know I need a chick, man, in my life. You know what I'm saying? That's going to have me look at things differently. You may have other niggas or other dudes who don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that individual.
Well, definitely. I agree with that.
But I do still think that, and you know, even for people that's gay, man, you know what I mean? No disrespect to the gay people, but if you look at a lot of gay relationships, there's a feminine and a masculine. You need the two, man.
Not always, but I get what you're saying.
But all right, even if you got 2 chicks and they both feminine, they got fucking dildos. So yo, you still, no matter how you look at it, yo, you need the opposite. And I know that's just sexual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in some aspect, yo, as a woman, you need some aspect of a man, man. No matter how you look at it. And just like the men, no matter how they look at it, you know, you need women.
Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all believe?
Because you got 2 niggas, one nigga fucking the other dude. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how you look at it, man.
There's still roles.
Yeah, you still have some type. Somebody's gonna be feminine in either role. Somebody's gonna be masculine.
Do y'all agree with that though? Do y'all agree that there's a need, the need versus want, the desire versus require? Oh, I like that. Desire versus require. Okay, look at me. I want to know. So tap into the comments though, because that's a good conversation now. What else though in terms of these red flags? Do you think there could be?
Have you ever turned a blind eye to a red flag in like relationships just to keep the relationship going?
In the past, I feel like I have. I feel like I've entered into some shit and I'd be like, I feel like everybody might, right? Like you might see some shit in the beginning and be like, damn, maybe this really ain't them. And you're like, you know what? Let me give it a couple. Maybe she really isn't that crazy, or he really isn't that crazy. Or maybe I can inspire this person to get to where I think they should be, or whatever the case is. So I do think that I have, in some instances, it's burned me in a sense where it's like, damn, I should have just paid attention to what was being shown to me versus trying to hope. Because I think that as humans, right, we hope. We hope that this person's going to change or this is going to happen. So, what about you?
That's the problem, man. We hope for too much, man. You gotta stop hoping, man.
But isn't that part of like human nature?
Cause but look how long people been hoping Jesus will come back, man. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't
people be hoping for these jobs and promotions?
Isn't hope and like a way to
hoping that the food prices go down?
But isn't that a way to kind
of? I be hoping that I have some food in the microwave when I get out of work.
I'm done.
Like hope is useless, man.
But doesn't it keep you going though?
Nah.
For some people, don't you think it keeps them going? Like, cause if I hope. People. So you think it's because they hope that I'm gonna, like, to your point.
Hope is a crutch for weak people, man.
You think it's for weak-minded?
Yeah, it's a crutch.
So
I hope this happens for me. instead of going out making it happen.
Okay, I was gonna say I want you to elaborate on that. So like the hope doesn't necessarily usually entail action.
Nah, man.
I can see
Once
that.
you start hoping for things, man, you rely on something outside of yourself to make it come to fruition. Instead of you manifesting it into reality. You know what I mean? So that's where it go wrong at, I think.
Have you ever turned a blind eye to red flags?
Yeah, when I found out you can't cook.
Well, you didn't find out because I told you.
I know, but that was what I'm saying. When you told me, I found out.
So you was hoping.
Nah,
You was hoping.
I
You was hoping that, you know what, she might get in there and do something.
Nah, because you told me right away. I was just like, yo, that's good. I ain't got to worry about cleaning the kitchen. So
no, but in all seriousness, have you ever turned a blind eye to a red flag? Ever?
I never been in a lot of, only been in like 3 relationships my whole life. So, and I don't regret neither one of them. So, nah. As far as like,
well, what about not relationships? What about just friendships or just
friendships?
Period, though.
Oh yeah, I caught a couple red flags of friendships.
What were there?
I can't discuss them on camera, but
why?
Because man, but I had some red flags with friends.
Me too. And did you stay in a friendship though? When you found out, well, once the red flags that you originally saw manifested throughout the friendship, did you stay in the friendship, or was it that away?
Yeah, but then I couldn't find out. Like what I thought was red flags was just people personalities. So you know what I mean. So usually, red flags you perceive them as being, standoffish. Like I can't be dealing with it. But then sometimes when you look past it, it's who that person is.
So it's a character flaw. Does that then?
It may not be a character flaw for them. That they could be.
But it could be for you though.
Yeah, but what I could consider a red flag dealing with somebody could be a tool that person used to survive to be where they currently at in life.
But is that a deal breaker for you?
Nah,
because you see it as a red flag, so you're able to overlook it.
Yeah, because once I understand it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't usually mess with people that like do certain things, but then after give it some time and be like, oh, this is why this person do this. You know what I mean? Because
so you give them grace.
Yeah, because gosh, even with me, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, I could walk away from people, man. Some people might be like, oh, I can't deal with that nigga because, like, he don't even fight for shit. He walk away. So some people may consider that a red flag, but that's how I survived this long, man, knowing how to leave shit,
So for me, if I see a red flag, so go into it, you show me something.
Like, is it immature not to, like, just to react off a red flag? Would that be, like, immature of somebody?
It's impulsive. I feel like people do need grace. And to your point about, like, kind of figuring out who they are as an individual. But then it becomes a situation where it's like, well, can I be around this person? Mm-hmm. And this jeopardize who I am as an individual. That's where the red flags might turn into me like, gotta go, much love, but I can't be in this because you're jeopardizing my peace by the things or the person that you are.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, but you can develop red flags like that you ain't considered red flags before. Like when I was in the streets, I ain't consider things red flags. And one of my boys, man, he's still in the street right now. Things that he doing now that I used to partake in, now I look at him like, oh damn, man, there's a lot of red flags over here.
Well, that's probably because you're not in the situation, so you have a different viewpoint.
But I still deal with him though. I deal with him from a distance though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't be too like close at anything that he involved in. But you know what I'm saying? Like I gave him grace because he don't see him as red flags because this is all he know, and I once was him, and that's all I knew. You know what I mean? So I think you can, as you get older and you start seeing things clearly for what they are, not for what they appear to be, I think you start to develop red flags. You know what I mean? Like things that you see. That
you start to see the red flags.
Yeah, you see them more.
Because your life is like, you're in a different place in your life because you've grown.
Yeah, because you can start to get clarity, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So it's not a deal breaker. Excuse me. You would still deal with them depending on what the red, like what's name one red flag that you would make you want to walk away from somebody.
Loyalty.
I agree. That's one of my loyalty and honesty. Those are things that I would be like, you know what? Because when you talk about character, those right there really tell me in a nutshell what kind of person you are. Because if you're not loyal and you're not honest, then it's like, what are we doing? If you're not going to give me that, well, you're not even give yourself that, because if you're not loyal, that's who you are. And if you're dishonest, then you're just a liar.
I think, yeah, loyalty, honesty, and consistency is the foundation of character. You know what I mean? Them the main three characteristics that, end up developing a person into who they really are. You can't hide from that. That's the foundation of things, you know what I mean? Everything else derives, I think, from those three characteristics.
So those are deal breakers for you then. So if those things are shown to be inconsistent or just not there, that's when you would walk away. That's for a red flag. I agree with that, because it's like, you can't fix people's character. That's just who you are, especially at these ages that we're at. This is who you are as an individual. There ain't no real change in that, because you've had this many years to kind of like build this up. So I agree with that. Absolutely. What y'all think? Are there any red flags out there that y'all is just like, it's a deal breaker, I'm walking away? No, nothing that they can say like that will ever make me even want to be in that situation ever again? I want to know. Tap into the comments.
Are there financial red flags? Like, would you stay away from them for the sake of the lifestyle or image?
In a relationship?
Yeah.
That's hard. Because if you grow accustomed to living a certain way, I feel like people do that, and that goes back to like the manipulation I was talking about. Like, men maybe use sometimes with women, and vice versa, because women can manipulate too if they have, more money or whatever the case is. But I feel like, I feel like financial control is a big situation, because people do get accustomed to how they live and the things and the access that they have. And sometimes people are willing to overlook that just to stay in that situation. Because you got women that get beat up, you know what I'm saying? That get abused physically and still stick around because of the stature that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a socialite, he makes all this money, I don't have to work, or whatever the case is. Sacrificing who they really are and what they need.
So they're like, y'all take a little ass whooping. I'd rather get it from a rich dude than a bum dude.
Exactly. I'll take this 2 piece and a biscuit.
Well, it makes sense.
I mean,
I'd rather get beat up by a rich chick than a broke chick.
And stay though. Would you stay though if you were getting
I'm staying. I'd rather get beat up by a rich chick than getting stabbed by a chick on Section 8.
But that doesn't make it right though. Like,
make it right in my book. I'm not on the city bus getting transfers.
I don't know.
I got this nice car in the front.
So you
beat me up.
No, but see, I don't know if I could do that though. I don't know if I could sacrifice, because
I'd rather be getting beat up, living in a house, taking trips out the country, than living with a chick, beefing with her baby father, Section 8 dude coming, so I gotta hide out. She trying to stab me. We gotta wait until 9 o'clock to talk on our cell phones.
I am done. Not the early 2000s when your minutes is free after 9.
Yo, just beat me up, man.
Well, I don't know though. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could stay. I feel like I would fight back.
I'm not doing no redetermination letters for EBT. So you telling me, and this is probably why chicks be dealing with it. You hear all that shit I just said?
But it's true.
Most chicks rather get beat up than have to do redetermination letters.
But I think
they can't get care for kids and all this other shit.
I do agree with that. I do think that people in general usually may turn a blind eye, because that goes back to one of my red flags I talked about, like the stability aspect. Nobody wants to be like unstable. You know what I'm saying? Especially at our ages, nobody wants to be out here trying to figure out where I'm gonna live, where I'm gonna sleep, how I'm gonna get food, you know? So you might sacrifice. I don't know if I could get beat up though.
But it can happen.
I don't know. I'm fighting back.
I'd rather get beat up by a rich chick than a bum chick.
I mean, I just don't know. I'm fighting back. That's all.
Then I'm gonna just record it and then be like, yo, listen, pay me out or go to TMZ.
Not pay me, not the blackmail.
Yeah, pay me.
He said pay me out before I go to TMZ. I am dead. But no, I feel like a lot of people definitely stay. Do y'all think that too? People, would y'all stay in a relationship just because the money was right? So y'all would have to be out here trying to scrounge up some change and asking people, can you sleep on the couch and stuff? Like,
so does the perception of others, would that make you continue or ignore red flags?
Interesting, because I feel like perception is people's realities, right? Like people won't even know nothing about you, but base everything about you what they see on social media and all of that. So I do.
But it ain't their fault because that's what you exposing though.
Exactly, and I was gonna say like they only know what they see, and I think a lot of people do that though to save face. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been with somebody for XYZ years and you don't want to look like a failure, you rather continue to provide this persona versus letting people know what's really going on. I feel like it might be easier to do that than have your image jeopardized. I truly feel like people, especially nowadays because social media is so prevalent, people rely, that's people's lives. Like they base it on how many likes did I get, who watched this video, or whatever the case is, and what do they think? Like, because I got on this Versace bag mean I got money. Like, it doesn't.
No, that's true.
And the brokest people can have on the most expensive items, you know what I'm saying, and still be out here broke as hell.
Do you think you could separate yourself from situations and now realize it was red flags in situations?
Yes. Because I feel like
that you didn't see when you was in these situations?
I think you mentioned it a few minutes ago, though. Like, clarity. Once you're out of something, the lens is now cleaned off. Because once you're involved, like your heart, at least for me, my heart, it's a heart and a mind battle. Because my heart wants to believe in this individual, but my mind is like, girl, bye. You know this is not what the fuck it is. Like, cut that shit out. So I feel like it's hard.
Yeah, I know for me, man, once I start dealing with, like, you know, some people, friends, families, associates, or whatever, and, you know, I'm sitting here, we having this discussion right now, and I'm just looking on this table behind here, and I'm just like looking at all these clothes that, you know what I mean, that that we about to put on this website, yo. The fact that we starting a clothing business, and this is something that we could have been did, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yo, once you sit back and you look and you press restart on your life, and it's like, oh shit, man, I was missing out on a lot of things that could have been blessings.
Oh, for sure.
But you know,
you can block them.
Yeah, man. But you be so intertwined with your family, you know, friends, and all this other stuff that you forget about your own goals. So, you know, like I'm looking at this stuff while we talk, and it's like, yo, this is some hot shit on this table right here, yo.
It is, y'all.
You know what I mean? And to be like, only 2 weeks, and we only had like sweaters and hoodies and t-shirts, like all of love. And I'm just like looking at this and like, damn, when this shit roll out, the response from it is gonna be like serious. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, damn, man, could have been doing this type of stuff, you know? But you be so caught up in the moment with your friends and family, and, you know, you get torn from so many places and all this other shit that you can lose sight of yourself. So a lot of times, man, I think, like, yo, we create red flags and we don't even realize it, you know what I mean?
But people also push their fears on you. And when you're in and you're deep into relationships and friendships, people can push those fears and make you take a step back from your dreams and your goals, because then they start to get into your own psyche. Like, damn, can I do this? Should I be taking this leap of faith, or should I be trying to do what I'm going to do, or whatever the case is? So I feel like that also, too, is an issue. You know, people will project their fears, and it does place limitations on you mentally, and you don't even sometimes realize it. Because it stops you in your tracks, because now you're taking in what they saying, and now that's being something that you're manifesting out into the atmosphere. Like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now. Maybe this isn't the right time.
I think it's a natural reaction, because the people that you surround yourself with is people that love you. So in your mind, man, you know what I mean, you understand it as them looking out for you.
When in all actuality, it's really not.
Yeah, like, in that moment, it seems like that. But like, not right now, man. I'm looking at all this stuff on this table, and it's just like, yo, damn, this shit hot, yo. You know what I mean? Like, we could have been, if people was messing with us right now, just off the sweaters and stuff like that, I could just imagine once people see this stuff right here, that like you're not getting on Fashion Nova or any of these type of things. It's just like, oh shit, yo, like, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's a little, I know this one got nothing to do with red flags, but it's like a humbling experience too, to be like, you know what I mean? Like, to come up in 2 weeks, has been real. So imagine if you
Shout out
focus,
to y'all for that, though.
if
Shout
you
out
focus
to
on
y'all
yourself,
for that.
man, you know what I mean? Like if you focus on yourself and step back and be like, you know, like yo, where I'm at right at this very moment compared to where I was, it's like, damn, yo, it's more. I have more growth in these last couple of weeks than I had in you know a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, yo, was it red flags that
limited
exist?
you from being able to
Yeah.
progress? And I think
But then I say no because yo, like I enjoyed my life all the way up until here.
Well, did you enjoy it because you were in it? And now, if you look back at certain situations or certain times and places or whatever the case is, was it truly like, were you experiencing the same happiness that you're experiencing now?
Yeah, it was happiness for that moment. Like one of my boys, Just West, like, yo, I had happy. Right now, I'd be like, yo, man, damn, that shit was crazy. But in that time, yo, it was lit.
But now that you're out of it, you have a different lens, right? You clean that
'cause
lens off, and you're older.
Because I'm older, but at that time, at that age, that was fun.
But it's the same thing to what you just said, though. Like people limiting and pushing the fears too, and all that stuff. Like, I think happiness also evolves.
I think that's a better way to say it.
Yes, happiness evolves because the things that made me happy in 2018 don't make me happy in 2023. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like
it shouldn't though,
and it shouldn't. So that's growth.
Yeah.
But to my question though, in terms of perception, do you feel like people will sometimes allow the perception to take over the quality and like what happiness as a red flag because they're like, you know what, I don't want you to, you know, I want the world to think this about me. I don't want, you know, people to think a certain way about me or whatever, or see me in a certain light. And they'll just continue to do things that don't make them happy for that perception.
Well, I don't think nobody put out bad things. You know, everybody want to make it look like life is good. But I just know, like, I know in our situation, people see we travel a lot, and you know, we both done heard multiple people come to us and be like, yo, why y'all buy a house for if y'all ain't never in it? You know what I'm saying? But people don't, but like, yo, we always be in the house though. It's just that, yo, on social media,
the perception
is that, yo, we never here. Mm-hmm. Yo, but we do be here though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying though. But like, people, I think sometimes will overlook red flags though in a relationship or a friendship.
Oh yeah,
just to save face, to not have to. Even for me, like, I feel like
I understood the question wrong.
Yeah, I feel like when I was younger, I would be very like, I don't want anybody to look at me a certain way, so I'm gonna project myself in this way, which necessarily wouldn't always be who I am. Mm-hmm. But I wanted that to be the image of what people saw. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people do that and overlook red flags because they don't want people to be like, look at her, look at him, or whatever the case is.
Oh, no, definitely. Oh, yeah, so I was looking at it wrong. Yeah, I do believe, I think that's what, like, anybody, man. People say, yo, I don't care what nobody think of me or whatever, but that ain't true, man, because everything that we do for other people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we get fly for people for status. You know what I mean? The way you dress resembles your status. You know what I mean? Or how you talk, or like the type of career you in, things like that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, people do care, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be out here dressing so good. Even though people say I dress good because it make me feel good, but if clothes make you feel good, then you know that in itself is a problem. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I definitely do, but
I do agree that
people sacrifice though. I think people sacrifice who they are to uphold their image and take it to a different level, and would rather stay in a situation that may not be fulfilling just because of what other people might say. And I don't think that that's okay.
But what if it's fulfilling to them? Just because you perceive it not to be doesn't mean that it's
not. Well,
no,
if they've said it, like, say if we're friends and you've said to me, like, yo, listen, get on my nerves, I'm not happy, but then I go around and I see you on fucking social media, my boo, my man, and I'm just like, well, wait a minute. You just told me A, B, C, and D about your man, and for me, it's giving.
Well, they could have had an argument. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm talking about like consistently. If you're consistently saying that you're not happy, but then you post photos to show that you're happy,
but yo,
that's a red flag, though.
That could be somebody just having something to talk about, though.
I guess so. I guess
what I mean?
It's a safe face.
Yeah, she could just be out here venting just to have something, you know what I mean? Something to say. And she could be, the person could be shitting on that dude because her shortcomings.
That's true too, though, because people do that. People definitely do that shit.
So you gotta look at it like that too. Like if she's saying one thing, but then she's posting pictures with this dude, you know what I mean? Like where's the disconnect at? So it could be her it could be her using him as the reason why she's not where she's at in her life or
that's deep too, because scapegoating be going on because people are often they can't accept their shortcomings. People like to project things.
Yo, you like the biggest scapegoat, yo.
What you mean?
Like people always using.
Well, yeah, because I feel like and I don't understand why though. I just don't understand why. I don't know. Again, I go back to my own red flags. Like I have a strong personality, and I'm very direct, and maybe people view that as being an easy scapegoat. I don't know. But I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me because I know who I am as an individual.
Yo, can it be healthy red flags?
No.
Why not?
Because wouldn't it be green? Red means stop, green means go.
No, but healthy red flags though.
Like what? Like,
you know what I mean? Like preventing you from dealing with things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I don't think red flags always have to be like negative.
I always associate red flags with negativity.
Like, yo, you can have this person right here, right? They may have things that you may not like about them, but this person may have certain keys that could get you to a better place, though. You know what I mean? Like to where you only deal with them. I deal with you for this reason. I don't deal with you because of these reasons. You know what I mean? Like you could categorize like people based off of their red flags. I think you know what I mean.
Well, so I agree to a certain extent.
I'd rather deal with a person that has red flags that I see versus somebody that's able to keep them just in their pocket.
Well, that I don't, yeah, because
you know what I mean?
it'd be the quiet ones.
Now I know how to deal with you now. You know what I mean?
No, that I agree with because it'd be the quiet ones where you'd be like, certain things don't happen until certain things happen.
Yeah, it's like a relationship, yo. Like you get all cool with them. Now when you start seeing the red flags, it's like, yo, it's harder for you to break away because you're not invested so much into it, emotions, time, and so I think that's what causes you to look past like these, like your typical red flags versus somebody right away you instantly could tell, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah,
this ain't the one for me. I don't like this energy. I don't like what they doing or whatever the case is. Because I'll have a 6-month rule. I feel like a person can only hide for so long. Mm-hmm. The true colors are always going to come out. I say 6 months because that's the longest real time that you can really fake it to make it.
I don't think longer than that.
You think so? I think 6 months.
I ain't gonna be around you like that for 6 months. I ain't gonna be around you all the time.
In the beginning of a relationship, yes, you are. I feel
or
even a friendship. Like once you start, you really like getting to know people or whatever the case is, like you're coming around, we're chilling, we're texting, we're talking, we're doing these things, going to dinner, and I'm getting to know you as a person. You can only, for me, I said 6 months because it's like a benchmark.
So you never been cool with anybody in your life that after 6 months it was like, oh shit, yeah.
I feel like I have, but I feel like I overlooked the red flags. I feel like the red flags were there, but that hope that I said I possessed earlier, I think that overshadowed the red flag for me because I like to see the good in people. And I'm like, nah, they ain't really like this until they really show me over and over again this is who they are. I feel like that does happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to see the greatness and you don't want to just assume this person is who they are showing you. Because it's like, damn, can you really be that fucked up as an individual? So that's my thing. What y'all think? What do y'all think? I want to know.
Do you think red flags can change or go away?
No. I think they're like character flaws.
I don't think so, yo.
I think they're character flaws.
People can say I have a lot of red flags from back when I was younger.
What would you say that they said about you when you were younger?
I was violent.
But you still have that. I think you just said suppressed.
No, but before I wouldn't care. Like I take people feelings into consideration before.
But is that growth or is that
No, it's growth, yeah. Because now I have a non-caring attitude now about things, man. Because you know what I mean. Before I'll be in it, but now it's just like, man, yo, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I just be laid back about things. Like, yeah, whatever.
So I feel like that's just growth, though. I feel
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
but I still, if we're gonna say like violence, though, I still feel like you still have that within you. Certain situations,
I can control it, but
exactly,
I'm saying, but
certain
like when I was
situations.
younger, like I was talking about with my man West, there was no controlling it. Like I fed off of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So people will put up like, yo, nah, I ain't that man. That's a red flag. Boy, that nigga full of red flags. But as I got
you overcame them.
Yeah, as I got older, that shit changed because now things that would have bothered me before or certain situations that come my way now that I would address differently, now it's just like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna make or break me, man. It's gonna cause me more harm by engaging in it than just keeping my peace. Like now my peace is worth more than a lot of discussions.
See, for me, I look at it as natural and adaptive. I feel like the natural you never goes away. You just learn how to adapt in certain situations. So I feel like for me, red flags are the same way. Red flags are who you are as an individual. Now, if you've adapted yourself to suppress those things and control them, then that's one thing. But I don't think that red flags ever are overcome.
All right, so if I'm able to control it, then there's no red flag. A red flag is something that some people don't control.
But that goes back to, like, at the end of the day, it's gonna surface itself. Whatever that time limit is, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, I feel like in your natural state, if you're upset and something bothers you, XYZ, I feel like that's who you truly are. Like your anger, your violence, whatever, you're going to resort back to that natural state of who you are.
I used to be a porno star.
I am done.
So what's going to revert me back to that?
I am done. Okay. But it's real shit though. Like natural versus adaptive is real. Like most people aren't who they people aren't who they naturally are as at the same time as who they're adaptive, who they become adaptive to be. Like adaptive is natural is who you are in survival mode. Like who you are if like you're stressed, shit gets real, like this is what's gonna come out. Adaptive is what we do to suppress certain situations so that those things don't show up or they're not in the forefront. So red flags don't go away from me. I'm sorry. That's who you are. Especially at this age, that's who you are as a person.
But how you know if they red flags if they got them controlled though? Like, yo, people won't think I'm violent if they just met me.
Yeah, but as they get to know you and maybe hear things about you and have different conversations, they can then maybe formulate their own opinions on whether or not they think you're violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they don't go away. It's just who you are. I feel like you suppress them.
I wasn't a caring dude before.
You wasn't?
But I'm very caring. I care about other people. You know what I mean? I realize other people's success make me greater. Before I never look at it.
Well, I just think that you grew to have a different understanding of things. I don't know. I just feel like I just don't agree with red flags go away. I don't. I think that they're just here. I think that's just who you are as an individual. What y'all think? Can y'all outgrow red flags? Do they go away? Like, can you suppress them? Like, all of that. Because I feel like, nope, that's who you are. They're going to manifest itself. It's going to come out some way, shape, or form. So, that's just my thought. But, we are going...
Yo, you didn't even say what the hookah was, though.
I didn't, guys. I'm so sorry. And this one was like a vibe for me.
Why? Because she was so busy... You know what I mean? Justifying why she going out for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
I'm going to eat me some collard greens and some macaroni and cheese.
Don't eat the collard greens, though. Melissa soaked them in a dirty tub.
I saw that, Melissa. You're funny as fuck, yo. And I seen that potato salad in the sink. I really need... Where my cousin Brent at? Shout out to my cousin Brent. I need you to fry me a turkey, though. Like...
Yo, why don't you shout out some of the people that copped the
Yes, yo. Shout out to my homegirl, Sade. Thank you, girl. Shout out to Brent, my cousin Brent. Shout out to Patrick, my dad. Thank y'all for tapping in. Catch him on my Instagram right now for a story. He out here rocking his Catch a Vibe.
Oh, your girl down south?
Who?
That used to work for you?
Oh, Hillary. Thank you. Yes. Everybody. Toya. Everybody y'all that tapped in. Like, I truly, Cindy and Jonathan. Like, everybody who tapped into us. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate y'all. As y'all can see, always in Catch a Vibe. This is some custom stuff right here. And definitely...
Yeah, the clothes is going to be sick, though.
Definitely for the girlies. When I tell y'all this is for the girlies, it's for the girlies. Tell your mother, your sister, cousin, your wife, your girlfriend. Stay tuned for more because it's definitely CAV clothing is about to be a whole movement. So tap in, people. But thank y'all for catching a vibe with us. I drank my drink, y'all. I did. Oh, my hookah. I forgot. My hookah got fresh fruits in there at the bottom. I got some pineapples, some mangoes floating in my water. And I handmade this shisha today. Mixed it up with my little fingertips. So I got coconut, strawberry, and vanilla in here. I'm thinking about...
Vanilla extract?
No, vanilla
Oh, I ain't know.
Yeah, your face was brazen. Like, yo, you got vanilla extract up in this shit? So I'm thinking about doing little hookah goodie bags for you guys to put on the site as well. So let me know what y'all think about that because
What would it consist of?
I'm going to give y'all some curated shisha. I'm going to give you guys some amazing coals. Coconut coals is where it's at for those who know that now. And then I'm gonna give you guys a little card where you guys can
so why you don't do it like
you guys can mix it with a nice little drink to complement it. I'm thinking about doing those little gift sets for you guys. Let me know what y'all think.
Why you don't do it like you know what I mean, like giveaways?
Yeah, I like that too. Let me know if y'all outside for the hookah vibe because I got a lot of people asking me like about the hookah and how I do it all and all because a lot of people want to smoke hookah but don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in this hookah right here with the two, like it's a vibe. It really, really is. So let me know what y'all think.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell,
yes.
Sign up,
And subscribe to our YouTube channel, repost, share, all that shit, like all that shit. But go on to CAVclothing.org and subscribe so y'all know what's coming out. Y'all get dibs, y'all get points too. So we got Vibe rewards. Each dollar you spend, you get points, and you can definitely use it for your next purchase.
So what's the next update for clothing? You said this weekend?
Next week, I'm going to try to have y'all out there for Cyber Monday. I don't know yet. I got a photo shoot, so stay tuned. I am so excited, guys. Like, I can't even contain myself. But stay tuned. Definitely next week, y'all will have access to check out, baby. But thank y'all for catching that vibe with us. My drink's gone, but it's okay, guys. And tune in. Happy Thanksgiving!